Hey everybody, it's Lance here, mind of a black moderate conservative. And first things first, I want to say happy holidays to everyone watching out there. I wasn't going to do a video today, but this actually caught my eye over at the Hill. And the question is, and you see it, will 2024 be the year of Celebrity Candidate? Now, I don't really take Juan Williams' stuff very seriously, but he did ask a good question. Now, according to this article, it says Sarah Palin and Ted Cruz predicted Michelle Obama, the popular first lady, will run for president next year. Now, let's start here. Now, I'm going to say this once. She is not running. Why even throw that even out there? Now, I'll admit that I'm wrong if she does, but I just don't see it running. Now, Oprah Winfrey's spiritual advisor, Marianne Williamson, is already running for the presidential nomination. Now, right now, I think she's averaging between 6 to 9%, depending on the poll. I haven't looked in a while. But don't forget The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. Now, the wrestler turned movie star revealed on Trevor Noah podcast last month both Republicans and Democrats approached him about running for White House. Now, this has been going on for months, and I guarantee you they approached him. We're going to get that a little bit farther down in the article. Now, the idea of celebrity replacing professional politicians is spiraling. Now, Tucker Carlson, the former cable news star, is reportedly on the short list of vice presidential candidates to run with the former network star, The Apprentice, Donald Trump. Now, that's been floating around. Now, I'm going to say this. I don't think Tucker is a good politician. I really, really don't. I mean, he needs to be doing exactly what he's doing right now. Why rock the boat, do something like that? But in other news, and I didn't realize this, Ben Savage, who starred in Boy Meets World, is running for U.S. House in California. Well, big former baseball star Steve Garvey was running for Senate. I knew Garvey was running, but I don't really follow California politics. Now, the rising tide of celebrity using their familiar names to enter politics is one of the reasons that more than 35 current members of the House and Senate, they've had enough of life Capitol Hill. Now, here's the problem I have with this article. And he says the most common explanation for the current dysfunction among House Republicans that professional politicians accustomed to fights over committee ranks and budget find themselves ill-prepared to be locked in the positive competition for celebrity. Here's the problem with that. It's not just a Republican problem. See, this is just bad framing because this is all over the place regardless of a political party. And they know this. Well, Juan Williams know this. The best-known political players on Capitol Hill are no longer powerful committee chairmen. Now, scroll down, it says here, the Republican House, like a theater full of actors in the circus, is Representative Victor Schultz, Republican from Indiana, who is one of the members heading for the door. Now, according to the Daily Beast reporting this year, Representative Nancy Mace of South Carolina dedicate more than a third of her office $500,000 budget to marketing. I apologize, I'm reading too fast, folks. Now, it says here it's not normal for a member to prioritize media and comms over actual legislation like that, a former Mace staffer told the Daily Beast. In my experience with and in other offices, comms serves to promote what members doing legislatively and makes his office legislation serve to get her more media opportunities. Now, George Santos, recently expelled from Congress, has followed the path to a payday as a celebrity on the video app Cameo. So for a price, he would make personal videos celebrating birthdays, anniversaries, and more. You know, obviously the gold standard says this is Ronald Reagan, but he had a long-term political career, and it states that in this article. Now, when The Rock, a man with no political experience with the Capitol Hill, he got serious attention only because of his ability to command attention from voters. He's got an incredible following. The biggest, explained Senator John Tesler, Democrat of Montana, And Susan Collins, Representative of Maine, said this too. Now, Mark Kelly said he gets 600 million people around the world, which he does. Now, here's the problem I have with this. Johnson, a former Republican who endorsed President Biden in 2020, is using celebrity lawmakers to pay attention what he says is a critical issue. The U.S. military's lagging recruitment numbers. Now, the lagging recruitment numbers are a different story, different day, but here's the problem with this. I think he's a Democrat in name only. Now, hear me out on this. I think the only reason that he endorsed Biden was because he's trying to save his Hollywood career. Now, anybody knows anything about Hollywood, with the exception of a few big names out there, it is progressive center out there. And now somebody probably gotten this here said, call yourself a Republican out loud, it would derail your career. So I think it's more of a career move than a personal move. Now, a 2021 poll showed that 46% of Americans said they would vote for Johnson for president. The same poll by Pisvale, a consumer research group, found that 63% of Americans said celebrities make good politicians with the right team in place. Now, reading this article, I know I'm a little on the long side here. It all depends who it is. So we've had celebrities in the White House being Reagan and Trump. Now, it all depends who it is and who has the experience. Now, I'm all for people making a difference, stepping to the plate. I mean, if a celebrity, an athlete, me, you, somebody. But the way this article is framed, the people they say that may or may not run like Michelle Obama, for instance. I know she's not. And I don't think if The Rock's going to run, it's going to be the cycle. It might be the next cycle. I want to see how his Hollywood career plays out. And it goes on around the world too, and this and that. But the reason I'm bringing this article even up today is because it's going to be a very, very, very interesting 2024 with Trump way out in front of the Republican side. I mean, you got Biden down at 35, 36% in the polls. I mean, there's a question that he might even step down, broker conventions, and that's both conventions. Keep that in mind. When the primary season starts next year, so it's going to be very, very interesting. Well, folks, what's your opinion on this? Am I right? Am I wrong? What do you think? Let me know down in the comments below. Well, folks, I'm going to get off here. Enjoy your holiday. And this is Lance Bell, Mind of a Black Moderate Conservative.